We are just a few miles from the Gulf Coast of Florida at Raymond James Stadium here in Tampa. With the echoes of cannon blast still ringing in our ears from the north end zone, the Bucs were introduced a moment ago, and they are all set as their guys will do battle with the Detroit Lions. The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final two bring us as we're off in Week 9? And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Here's Ronald Jones, first carry for the USC man. And he'll get this up to about the 40. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. Brady now to throw. But he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by Tyree Gillespie. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. So far this season, this defense has had their issues against the pass, so that's a great sign for them to get the early pick.
Yeah, confidence builder for them and an absolute shock for the quarterback because he went into it. He saw the numbers we saw. He watched them on tape. I think he came into this one thinking this is going to be a big day, and it very well could be. But early in this one, advantage defense.
And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
Here's a throw right side, taken in by his tight end. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9.
And remember, this drive started off following the turnover, and they've taken no time working their way down the short field. A nice connection there, and now they're looking at a 1st and goal.
First and goal, a chance to convert that early turnover into points. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. Defensively, a solid response after giving up back-to-back first downs. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
They'll wind up getting 7 on the completion, but they'll still be faced now with a 3rd and goal situation. Swift. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. DeAndre Swift, his 14th touchdown now on the year. And the Lions are on the board first here on the road in Tampa. And his kick is no good. An inauspicious start here kicking-wise as this one stays a 6-0 game. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss.
Pulls it in at the 13. And takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started.
4-4 their record through 8 games on the season. Would you say that this team has overperformed, underperformed, or are they kind of right where you thought that they would be?
Do you mind if I say yes, yes, and yes? Because ultimately to me, 4-4 is about where they should be, because we've seen weeks where they've been really, really good. They've looked terrific. Other weeks where we've wondered just how good is this team. They want to be consistent in their play.
Not under a heavy rush, and down he goes. They get him that time thanks to the safety blitz as he sank for a loss of 4.
The sack backs him up, 3rd and long. Tough challenge for Brady and the Bucs.
From the gun, Brady airing this one out for Evans.
Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted.
Picked off at the 36. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. What a start defensively. Your offense goes out, gets the touchdown, and then you get the interception. Just perfect.
How about the discipline that they showed on defense? Because after the offense scored to go up 7-zip, you would think they might be a little extra aggressive trying to get back at them. Instead, they read their keys well. When they took the shot downfield, they were more than prepared for that one.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. On play action, they'll throw. Eluding the pressure right. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down.
The Charles, in the past, a lot of people called this offense one-dimensional.
I think you did.
Well,
I think it was you.
I'll be honest, I did. I think the fan base is hoping with this young rookie that they can put some wrinkles in this offense like we just saw.
I think you're exactly right, because we did have that discussion that what we've seen in the past from them, they needed to broaden, and they have done it here. Look at what he's bringing to their offense. And now, as a defensive coordinator, you've got some extra work to do to prepare for him and their offense.
He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw.
And that's complete. It's Chris Godwin.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball in the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Got an open man. It's Michael Gallup. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people, but you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
They go play action here on first down. That is caught. It's Chris Godwin. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. Great mix of play calling so far. 3 runs, 3 passes. All 3 passes have been completions. 1st and goal.
I think on defense now, you have to almost take a chance. Rely on your scouting. Pick a play you think they would run here and just load up for it and see what happens.
Back to throw again. This is caught. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. That'll bring up 2nd and goal after the gain of 5.
They'll run with Swift.
And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown.
DeAndre Swift
with touchdown number 15 on the year and 2nd of the game. And the Lions are able to grow their lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead now stands at 13. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
Pulls it in at the 13. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. To this point, the results have not been good. 2 possessions, 2 turnovers.
And that's obviously something that can't continue, but to go a little bit deeper on that one, I would think about some play calls now, not even necessarily to my best player, but to someone I can trust with the ball. Try and get things settled down a little bit.
The run only got a yard. Brady going to throw. Big tight end, O.J. Howard.
Perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion and would have picked it up. I enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete. His foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
This one complete to Scott Miller, and he's brought down. 13-0 is the score after 1 on EA Sports. Now a first down carry by Jones. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Working from the gun, it's Brady. The left side completion to Jones. And he'll be out of bounds, able to get it down to the 25 there. So the completion good for 7 there. And it'll make it 2nd down. Brady gives this one off to Jones. And for a 2nd straight play, the Lion defense drops him behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 4 coming up.
Wait, 20. Hey, D-back, let's go. Pick it up, D. Mike, check. 59. Come to ball.
Now Brady. They'll roll him out right. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. More problems here on 3rd down. They've converted only once so far in this first half.
And you know as well as I do in this league, if you don't win on 3rd down, it makes it hard to win a ball game, because then you're relying on your defense, you're relying on your special teams. You've got to get it done with your offensive unit.
So Brady departs, and on is Ryan Succop for the Buccaneer field goal. The wind is at his back here in the 2nd quarter. Succop's kick is good. And they will indeed get on the board here, but still trailing. It's now 13-3. So they do get 3 points, but that's now 3 drives with only the 3 points, not a ratio that's going to win you many ball games.
Not at all, Brandon. And think about it this way. We all know payoff is the key, right? And what we love to
is the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They'll try and start this drive in the air. He's got his man. It's Gallup. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. And it's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice 1st down. Drive keeps moving.
Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. This will be stopped about 2 yards. Gardner And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs 30. The play action fake. They'll look to throw.
He's certainly done a nice job spreading the field on this drive, and here he finds his big tight end for good yardage. And that's what you have to do. Keep defenses guessing about where you're going to go with the football.
There's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. From the gun, here's Swift.
And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
They run out of the gun with Swift.
Call it a gain of a yard, and it's going to bring up 3rd and 5. He's hit pay dirt a lot this year, but not that time.
Yeah, I'm tracking right there with you. You're exactly right. He's found the end zone plenty of times. No way I can find any fault with the call. He may not have scored there, but of course you're going to give it to him.
Rolling to his right. Now a diving effort right sideline. He's got it. And that is caught. Touchdown, Detroit. Chris Godwin with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Lions add on to their lead. Extra point right down the middle. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
This fielded right at the goal line. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started.
And they are winners of 2 straight games as they have climbed back to 500 now on the season.
And you and I both know that this can be a tough team to figure out sometime.
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. It'll only be a loss of a couple, but the pressure gets home on first down. They'll come up after the sack on a 2nd and 12. To throw is Brady. Under pressure, they got him again. Hassan Reddick in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll send you cross-state to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have all the stats and all the scores from games going on during another busy Sunday in the National Football League. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Airing this one out for Evans. And Brady going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked up by Javon Holland. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line.
Boy, we've seen a lot of mistakes here in this first half, and another there on the interception.
Yeah, they're certainly starting to pile up, aren't they? Because, let's face it, we expect a miscue here and there, but they're already down 3 scores and still giving the ball away. If they want to get back into this one, they've got to take care of the ball, because right now the way they're playing doesn't say a whole lot for their chances. Timing is everything, and they work on this cut all the time. They work on all the timing patterns, and this time it paid off for them. Worked him to the center of the field, cut it to the outside, ball's delivered, gets both feet down for the completion.
We got 3, fellas, we got 3.
Back to throw now on first down. Flushed out right.
Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
That was an interesting look there, because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
And able to get this down inside the 15 to either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. He turned that into a nice gain. Gets him 8 yards closer for third down. He'll look to throw. Over the middle, and there's a diving catch. He's got his man. It's caught for a Lion touchdown.
Chris Godwin
with his second touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season.
And the Lions are able to add on to their first half lead.
They'll try and throw for it. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. So unable to throw it in for 2 from the 2. Let me ask you, as a former DB, what changes there around the goal line on a 2-point conversion as far as how you're defending it?
You just make sure you never back up and you never retreat. You establish yourself really on the line of scrimmage, put your heels on the goal line at worst. And if they're going to throw the ball, make them throw it over your head because they're going to run out of space because in the back of the end zone, never let a guy catch one in front of you.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. On second and very short, Brady. And the Lions pressure too strong. Down he goes. They'll wind up losing a full 9 yards here on the sack. Now it's third down. Here's Brady. Airing this one out for Evans. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
Brady going to fake the give to Jones and set up to throw.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
And it's intercepted at the goal. And he coughs up the football near his own goal line. And he's given his guys a shot for late points as they will take over in range for a field goal or maybe more. So they escape, so to speak, maintaining the football. Defensively, though, opportunity miss.
It definitely was, because that's all defenses talk about. Getting the football and either advancing it the other way or just getting possession and turning it over to their offense. That could be a little bit deflating. You're exactly right. A lost opportunity.
So not the greatest of first halves for them, but a little ray of light here at the end. The late turnover becomes 3 points before the break.
Well, they certainly needed something positive to go their way. Maybe 3 points doesn't seem like a huge deal in the grand scheme of things, but at least it's something to build on as they head into the half.
They'll indeed start on the ground to run that clock. And they're able to get this one across the 35. So we have reached halftime with the visiting Lions taking the lead to the break. As we toss it an hour or so east of here to Orlando, it's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. The Lions in the lead, and they're going to get the football first as well as the second half is underway.
And we will not see a return to start the half, as this will be a touchback.
The The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive.
They'll drop this one off to Swift.
And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
He finds his man, complete. It's Gardner. And they work this well upfield across the 45.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the third quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off around the 41. And his crew will take over at their own 45-yard line. But pretty much everything went their way offensively in the first half, but now an interception on the opening drive of the third quarter.
As we know, the key to everything here, don't get careless with the football. The problem is you've got to stay aggressive as well. So where's the line between being aggressive and attacking and being overly aggressive? I think they just crossed it on that one.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. To throw, it's Brady.
This one swung out here to Jones.
Well, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
On first down, it's Jones, and he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down.
Well, they certainly have been able to get him going and establish the run, so I think it's time to abandon that plan and start chucking it all over the park. And you know who's excited about that? The defensive front. They got to just pin their ears back and get after him now.
And this is going to be intercepted. Able to get there and pick it. And the Lions are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran a wrong pattern. Maybe some balls were tipped. It could be so many different things. Bottom line, though, it comes back to the guy throwing them.
Something we haven't really seen much of from him, an incomplete pass.
Yeah, last week he finished at 70%. This week he's up over 80%. I don't know how you slow him down. Pass rush is usually the best way because a quarterback on his back usually can't complete a pass.
Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Gardner. And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
And that is incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
Here comes the Lions punter now. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the 3rd. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. Fielded just inside the 20. 54 yards on the punt, 12 on the return. And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started.
29 is Mike. Mike 29. You remember me? You remember me? Let's go, baby. Hey, switch gears.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And my goodness, another interception.
Picked up by Tyree Gillespie.
And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Lions touchdown.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender from there. He doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end.
Now a diving catch made just beyond the line of scrimmage.
Personally, I'd rather see him kick the extra point there than to go for two, but it almost feels like there's a story within the story here. I mean, this isn't college. You know, size of victory, that matters in those games. Here, all you have to do is win by 1 point. That's all that you need. Instead, they go for it, get two. You got some pretty ticked off folks on the other sideline now.
And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more.
And under the Lions' pressure, he's brought down. That's Daron Payne with a sack that time.
Back quite a ways here, facing 2nd and 19.
36. Rip.
Another try after the first down sack. Brady under pressure, and they got to him again. Daron Payne picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
So, Brandon, we sat in with a lot of coaches, and when they talk about things they want to accomplish offensively, I'm not sure that sack and sack are on their play sheet.
On play action, now Brady. And a diving effort, but only right at the line of scrimmage. 14 yards, but they're still well shy of a first as that leads to 4th down.
Every guy that plays this game has plenty of people around him that are concerned for his health and well-being. He had no regard for his body on that catch at all, did he?
Middle of the field, diving to grab it? No, he didn't. Nearly a huge return, as it is. Still a very good one. 24 yards, and the Lions will take over. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. They'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure, and a big loss here as he's taken down. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up. Here comes the Lions punter now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And this will be taken at the 13. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join me in a walk to their locker room at the half, okay? Because I think what we would have seen is an offensive coordinator and his assistant coaches getting together with all their positions, then coming together as a group, going over adjustments, and then the head coach coming in and just screaming, wake up.
Yeah.
Let's get moving, guys.
I'm kind of glad we weren't in there at halftime, actually.
I mean, you think you might have turned it on us, too?
Yeah, but right now, whatever was said hasn't been working. And he drops it incomplete, and their struggles continue here. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass.
Kill. Alert.
Throwing is Brady on third down. Airing this one out for Evans. And now here's another interception. Picked up by Tyree Gillespie. And they'll start out with great field position at the 47-yard line in enemy territory. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. They'll drop to throw. That's complete to Swift out of the backfield. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 3 quarters have come and gone. We'll return with more after this. Break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Back to throw here. He's going to find Gallup here complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
Tell you what, partner, the way he's been slinging it in this one, I think he should be ticketed for a baseball cap and a set of headphones for the next drive. He's been absolutely sensational. But one thing we've both learned about quarterbacks in this league, they often stay on the field longer than you expect.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
They're certainly not letting up on the pressure in this one, and oftentimes you hear this expression, all gas, no break from defenses. But in this case, it's the offense still throwing the football up big in the 4th quarter.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. They'll look to throw again. And that is caught. Touchdown, Detroit. A great effort there. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Lions add on to their lead, and they are also closing in on a 5th straight victory. So the Lion offense staying on the field as they're going to try for 2. They'll look to throw. And the Lions are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
I think this is just going to be a function of the times we live in now. Very similar to the bat flip in baseball. Everyone's got to start to get comfortable with this. But to me, this is just rubbing it in. You got a big lead. Go ahead and take the extra point. One thing to keep in mind, though, karma's still out there, and sometimes it has a way of catching up with you.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Their mini 2-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat. He'll let one go deep for Howard. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. Brady going to bring the Bucs up with a 1st and 10 right at the 30. Off the play fake. Brady. And the Lions pressure too strong. Down he goes. It looks like a loss of right around 11 there on 1st down to set him back on 2nd. After the sack on 1st down, Brady. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. He sets up the screen to Jones. And down he'll go at the 25. 5 yards, not enough, and it'll be 4th down. Here comes the Buccaneers punter now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. Just a yard return there after a punt of 49. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive.
And, Charles, we are in the midst of a very one-sided affair. I think this is where you and I have to fill a little bit. You want to regale us with old stories. And down the numbers. There he goes. Touchdown, Detroit. Chris Godwin, 75 yards. And the Lions are looking as if they'll move it to 7-2 as they add on to this lead. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead will swell by one more. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.